We met in the quiet unraveling of days, when everything felt like it was slipping through the seams, when my heart was more ash than fire. You didn't come with grand gestures or loud declarations. You came with steadiness, with the kind of warmth that creeps in slowly, patiently. I was cautious, a garden forgotten by rain, and you, somehow, you knelt in my silence and planted kindness where bitterness had taken root. I didn't know love could be so gentle. You didn't rush the seasons of me. You watched me bloom at my own stubborn pace, even when my petals folded inward. In your eyes, I wasn't broken, I was becoming. In your hands, I wasn't too much or not enough, I was exactly what I was meant to be. You taught me that scars are not signs of damage, but evidence of survival, and you kissed every one of mine like they were stars etched into my skin. So when I say I love you, I mean thank you for staying. Thank you for choosing the storm and the calm. For seeing me when I couldn't see myself. For loving the girl still learning to grow. There were nights I curled into myself like I was trying to disappear. Bones aching from memories that wouldn't soften. And you, somehow, you never turned away. You sat in the ache with me, wordless sometimes, but always present. I used to believe love was loud, was chaos and fire, but you taught me that sometimes it's a whisper in the dark. Sometimes it's just knowing someone will be there when the light finds you again. You didn't try to fix me. You never tried to glue the shattered parts. You simply held the pieces as I figured out how to fit them back together. I think that's what love really is, not perfection, not fairy tale endings, but choosing each other, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. And in those quiet spaces between the pain, we found laughter. Real, belly-deep laughter that chased the ghosts away. I didn't think I'd ever be capable of joy again. But you gave it back to me, one smile, one soft morning, one heartbeat at a time. And now, when I look at you, I see a future I never thought I deserved. One filled with light I didn't know how to ask for. Some days I still flinch from the shadows of what came before. Love had left me raw, untrusting, always waiting for the floor to fall through. I used to count the exits in every room, memorize escape routes even in my own dreams. But then there was you. You never asked me to be fearless. You simply stood beside me as I unlearned the fear. You became my safest place, one where I didn't have to run, didn't have to hide. You let me have my messy truths, never demanding I be soft all the time. With you, I could be wild, angry, joyful, grieving, all the pieces of me welcome. And still, you chose me. Over and over again you stayed. You showed me that love is not just about feeling whole. It's about being held when we're not. So I hold you too. In the silence and in the storm. I trace your laugh lines and memorize your breath. I anchor myself in the way you say my name like it's sacred. And every time you look at me, I swear the pieces of me fall back into place a little more. I know now that healing isn't linear, it's messy, a dance with old wounds and new beginnings. But your love has been a constant rhythm, a heartbeat guiding me through it all. Even on days when I felt like I was unraveling, you never looked at me like I was falling apart. You looked at me like I was still art, still worthy, still something beautiful, even in the breaking. I watch you sometimes when you're not looking, how you move through the world with this quiet strength, how you give without expectation, how you love without needing to be asked. It humbles me. It makes me want to be better, not just for you, but for myself. You make me believe in redemption, in the possibility of something real, something lasting. And I know now that love is not supposed to save us, but it can give us a reason to keep saving ourselves. You gave me that reason. Every laugh, every late-night conversation, every shared silence. They're all part of the garden we're growing together, a place where even the bruised parts of us bloom, where we're not just surviving, we're thriving. You've seen the worst of me, the tears I couldn't explain, the nights I couldn't sleep, the words I couldn't say without shaking, and still you never flinched. You never made me feel like I was too much. That matters, more than you know, because once someone made me feel like I was a storm, to be avoided. But you walk into my storms with open arms. You kiss my thunder. You dance in my rain. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the way you held me that night. I thought I couldn't go on. The way you didn't fill the silence with empty promises, but with truth, with presence. That's love. Not always grand, but grounded. Not always poetic, but powerful. And every time you wrap your arms around me, I remember what it feels like to come home. You are my home. The place I want to return to, no matter how far I wander. And loving you, it's the bravest thing I've ever done, because it means letting someone see me fully. And you, love, you saw me, even when I was hiding. Especially then. You ask me sometimes why I love you, and I never know how to answer, because how do you explain breathing? How do you explain sunlight after years of winter? It's not just one thing, it's everything. It's the way you make me laugh when I want to cry. The way you reach for my hand in crowded rooms like I'm the only person who matters. It's the quiet sacrifices, the way you notice things others overlook. How you know when I need space, and when I need closeness. It's how you show up, not just in the easy moments, but when things feel impossible. You are my constant in a world that spins too fast. You make the mundane feel magical. You make life feel like something I want to hold on to. And in your love, I found freedom. Not the kind that makes you run, but the kind that makes you want to stay. So when I say I love you, I mean I choose you. In the mess, in the magic, in every version of this life, I would find you and choose you again.